celebrity justice and trials. And
oh, God.
So, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Jamie Masterson could be going to jail for like 45 years or life,
Wow,
right?
That's 75 to life show. That's what that is.
That's really funny. I don't know why nobody said that yet. Well, he's married to Bijou Phillips, right? Like, who cares about her? But her sister is China Phillips. And
From Wilson Phillips?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Bijou Phillips' sister is China Phillips, and her half-sister is Mackenzie Phillips from that 80s television show. What 80s television?
One Day at a Time?
One Day at a Time,
that
right?
it?
But she was a mess. Like, she's a notorious whack job, right? She's notoriously a whack job from the 80s. Like, they've made fun of her on, like, like Family Guy and stuff, right?
No. Oh. Hello. Last video store on the left. We're open till midnight.
It's always midnight.
Yeah, midnight. Ugh. So, yeah, Mackenzie Phillips. What?
Okay, well, so she's been at this trial. Like, Mackenzie Phillips has been sitting in the courtroom almost every day, like, on the family side of things.
Oh,
And
wow.
he's being defended, right, from, like, a horrible accusations, and they all show up to support him. He's accused of aggressively raping 3 women.
Whoa. Oh, hey, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, Mayor.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, I want to use your bathroom. I need to use your bathroom. Is that okay if I use your bathroom?
Always, of course.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, what are you drinking today? What do you got in the cup? Oh, my God, the cup is the best. You guys are in for a treat because today I got something called a Red Comet. It's beer, I love beer, and it's got booze in it. Who doesn't love booze? I think it's a half ounce of vodka and a half ounce of Campari. Here, have a sip. Sip it.
Okay.
Oh, take a sip of your.
Okay, yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Mayor. Thanks, Mr. Mayor. That's delicious.
I use Sapporo beer because I like Japanese stuff. It's who I am. I'm gonna use the can. I'm gonna go use the can.
All right. It's always, yep. Yep, there he goes. Mr. Mayor.
Oh.
Good morning. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the last video store on the left. Are you looking for anything in particular today?
Honestly, like, it's been a year, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's really been a year.
I can totally understand that.
And I'm just really trying to educate myself, and just, like, you see all these things on the TV and the news, and it just makes you think, like, wow, stuff happens.
Stuff happens.
And I just feel like I'm not with it. Like, but people reference things, and I just don't know. And I feel like I just need to be, like, more into it.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of something called Halley's Comet?
Like, from that song, like the guy that sings the song.
Is it a song?
Yeah. I think it's like Shine Down.
Oh.
Oh.
I had no idea.
It's a lyric, right? Wait,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's actually like a comet, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Right. And
For
so
sure.
it came over in the 80s, right? It hadn't been around for a long time, and then it like shot across the sky in the 80s. It was a really big deal. Everybody wanted to go out and watch it. And so, I mean, I feel like it being a year, right? You said it's been a year, right?
It's literally been a year,
yeah. I think that throughout history, whenever there's been a comet, people have been like, oh my God, it's a year.
Yeah.
Like, they would think that it would be the end of the world, right? Did they think it was going to be the end of the world in the 80s?
Always. That's why we had credit cards, because we all shopped like the world was going to blow up, because we had nuclear holocaust at any moment. So, yeah, it was.
But, like, how do they even, like, know?
Right. But that's the thing, right? How do they know that the Halley's Comet was going to come across?
Like, how did everybody know? They just, like, went outside?
It was astronomy. But that's really beside the point. I think that I think I might have a good suggestion for this movie.
Oh,
awesome.
like, I'm literally open. To, like,
Literally open.
Literally anything.
Okay.
Like, awaken
so,
me.
Hear me out. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The Night of the Comet.
Oh,
From
yes.
1984.
Okay, I'm into it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's the Night of the Comet, right?
Yes, Night of the Comet, 1984.
Okay, yeah. A lot of really great old actors that you might know.
Okay, like Tom Cruise.
Not really.
He's like old.
He is. He really is old.
So, Catherine Mary Stewart, she was in Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, do you remember that movie from the 80s, Weekend at Bernie's?
No. Well, it sounds cute. It's like,
Yeah, we'll get to that one at
It
a
was
different
about
time.
a dead guy, and she did not play the dead guy. She was in The Last Starfighter. She was in a bunch of 80s and early 90s stuff.
Wasn't she on a soap opera? I feel like she was on a soap opera in the 90s.
May have been. Maybe. I don't know.
So, there's also a man in there named Jeffrey Lewis, whose daughter you might have heard of, Juliette Lewis.
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis?
Sure. No, I'm so sorry. Actually, I don't.
Wow. Ouch. That hurts.
Is she like on? Like
She
she's
was
been
in
on stuff.
everything.
Yeah, she's been on stuff for sure.
Natural
like-
Born Killers.
California.
Strange Days.
Is that like a documentary? I could love docuseries.
This is.
So anyway, the Night of the Comet. This is why I think you'll like this movie.
Okay, for sure.
The comet is going to streak across the sky, and everyone goes out to watch it. Only something terrible happens.
Well, don't tell her what happens. She's gotta live it. Like we lived it. Like all of us lived it.
Anyway,
my God.
an interesting thing I think happens. An interesting thing happens at the beginning. She works in a movie theater, the main character.
Oh my God.
She's playing a video game.
Cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. She's playing a video game, and she wants to have her name at all of the spots, right? She wants to have her initials in all the spots.
We love that for her.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
How's your broom today, Johnny? You're good?
Doing good.
That's good. Oh, sorry. That's just Johnny. He's our
Okay.
janitor.
He sweeps up.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah. So she's playing this video game, and she realizes that somebody has taken like the middle spot. She'd had all the spots. It's all her initials. She gets really upset. DMK.
That's where you're going. That's the
Yeah,
first thing that
it's the
comes to
first
your
thing I'm
mind.
going with, because this, you think it's nothing. She's getting yelled at her boss. He's like, go clean up. And instead she takes popcorn up and has sex with the like projectionist in the projection room.
God, okay.
Right?
Get it, girl. Love it.
Exactly. But coworker, so it could get a little bit, messy. But it doesn't have a chance to do that because he disintegrates.
Like metaphorically.
Oh, no, he doesn't. That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, boy. So the working title of this film was actually called Teenage Mutant Comet Zombies.
What?
Yes, that was the working title of this film.
I don't believe you.
Yes, absolutely.
What was it?
Teenage Mutant Comet Zombies. That was the working title of this film.
Teenage
Oh my God.
Mutant
So-
Comet Zombies.
Yeah, Teenage
Okay.
Mutant Comet Zombies was the working title before they
Okay.
changed it.
All right. There's some great 80s fashion. I mean, like, great 80s fashion.
Yeah, this is essential 80s viewing. You got like, it was like the guy who invented the neon sign made a movie, if you could imagine that.
And the actors, right? Like, there's some, like, really interesting actors. Juliette Lewis' father, even though you don't know who either of those people are. And it's an end of the world movie. Would you call it an
Okay,
end of the
so
world
it's
movie?
Yeah, it's
an
definitely apocalyptic.
It's like for the environment. Like it's environmentally like aware.
Well, it's funny because
There's a lot of anti-consumerism in the film if you're into that.
Oh my
Because
God.
it was the 80s, like we just talked about. Everyone had credit cards and they were afraid of the end of the world. So consumerism was at an all-time high, and there's a lot of that in the film, kind of in there, here and there, about how everyone just wants to shop. And
But I feel
blah,
like
blah,
that's what I need because I just like people say these things and I just like for real, I just like I don't know. I don't know. Like you say consumerism and I'm like, what?
Can we go back to the video game for a second?
Yeah.
yeah.
So, Regina,
Yes, Regina.
had all top 10 in Tempest. And then she finds out that somebody took slot number 6. And so she's determined to have all top 10 again. And so she goes, wins that number 6 slot, and they act like that just totally wipes out DMK. whoever that may be.
Right, not like she had to play like 5 more times.
Right, exactly. To move him down.
To move him all the way down.
That's not how video games work.
That's
Right.
hilarious. That didn't even strike me, right? I was going for the callback at the end, but...
So the director of this movie, coincidentally, also directed Captain Ron, which we had just talked about.
Oh my god, like Marvel, like Avengers.
Yes, Captain Ron, who
Okay.
saved the Earth from Thanos. Absolutely, starring Kurt Russell.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I
and Martin
get
Short.
that.
And Martin Short.
Is Martin Short in the Marvel movies?
Now he is. He is now, yes.
He is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, what were we talking about?
I
Night
don't
of
know.
the Comet.
Comets.
Yeah. Oh, consumerism. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. You know what you will love the most? There's a montage scene of them in a department store because it's the end of the world. There's no one around, right?
Consumerism.
Yeah.
Consumerism.
And so they go in and just start dressing and all the it was like the original like before Mannequin, right? Mannequin wasn't till 86.
No, 87.
Yeah, okay. So this movie predated so many genres and
Yeah.
tropes.
Oh.
So many of the movies that we see today,
Yeah.
including Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Resident Evil, 28 Days Later. You got a little Miami Vice. You got Lost, the TV
Yeah,
series
Okay.
Lost.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like there's
Yes.
so many
X-Files.
elements. Oh yeah.
Fallout.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
many elements of all of these shows.
Yeah.
and
Coincidentally,
movies.
Joss Whedon has cited this film as a huge influence for his whole Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the script and
Oh,
TV
wow.
series, which is pretty cool.
So you want to think that this movie's going to be like schlocky 80s, like bad, poorly acted.
Which it kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
Yeah, there's moments where it's really good. And there's scenes where the actors completely understand what movie they're in.
Oh.
And it's really good. And then some people were cast like the lady scientist just because she was on the scene. She was one of Warhol's I'm going to call them warehouse girls. They're not that.
Factory workers.
Yeah, factories, warehouses.
Oh my god, that's awful.
I believe you're.
No, not like really. Oh, you don't know who Andy Warhol is?
Was this like a factory worker?
No.
Yes, Andy
'Cause we're
Warhol
not
created.
like it's like really bad.
It is. It's
They do
bad.
that in China.
It is,
Like,
but
it's
thank God they
terrible.
pulled her out of that and put her in a movie. So
Oh my god.
Yeah.
'Cause, like everyone in the 80s was like poor.
I know, except for pretty people.
So
Pretty
the girl,
people
the girl
weren't.
you're talking about, the other lead, female lead, the scientist lady, she was in Death Race 2000.
Oh, cool.
Eating Raoul.
Eating Raoul, nice,
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
Rock and Roll High School. I
Oh,
think.
wow.
She was in a lot of like kind of sleazy, fun movies.
Yeah, I bet she showed her boobs in those movies.
Oh, how empowering.
Yes.
Yeah, the 80s was all
Both of
about
them.
empowering boob
All about
shots.
Okay.
female empowerment
Yeah.
through boobs.
Yeah,
Oh
through
my God.
boobs.
Is there boobs in Comet? World
Unfortunately,
Buffy
there's
This is
movie?
not.
the night of the comet. Oh yeah, the Teenage Mutant.
Teenage Mutant Comet
Zombie.
Zombies.
Thought there was another word in there. Thought we're missing a word.
I think
So
so.
that would predate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Maybe, because it was 84, but when did the comic hit? Because maybe they hit at
Yeah,
the same time?
Around 84.
Maybe they stole it from the Turtles? I don't know.
Could be.
Could be.
TMCZ.
So is this like a real comet? Like
You
it,
can watch this on. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's a real comet.
like it was a movie about like these people and like a
It was
real
about
comet.
like it was sort of like they were going out to watch Haley's Comet. Everybody was partying.
Maybe you should kind of set the scene. 1986, Haley's Comet hype.
It was 84.
The movie came out in 84.
Yeah, but
there
Haley's
were
Comet was
years.
86.
Haley's
Okay.
Comet's coming.
Okay.
So Haley's Comet only comes once every 76 years, 75 years, something like that?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So people, because it was the 80s and we didn't have the internet like we do now, they had to get real excited about stuff outside of media.
Yeah.
And they would go outside to do things still. So they,
It's so cute.
I know, it really was cute. And they would have those like little googly eye headband things, but it had
Okay.
like comets on them. So it was stars with like little
Oh,
streamers.
Daily Boppers.
They're not really called dealy boppers.
Yeah, they are.
That's the technical name?
Google it.
Okay.
So there were dealy boppers. There were dealy boppers on people's heads. But it was like a big deal. Everybody was having block
Is that what
parties.
they were called? The little antennae?
Yep.
Oh, man, I love those things.
Yep.
Those were great. Yeah, I saw this scene where the guy's like, you should wear these.
So there's there's all sorts of like hype going on. Everybody wants to watch the comet.
Yeah.
So everybody's outside and like paying attention to watching this comet go streak across the sky, which sets the scene for when everybody disappears.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Cute.
yeah, it that's a word for it.
Didn't she pass out or something, and then she woke up and everyone was gone?
They did it in the projection room,
And she fell
then they fell asleep after they did it. But because they were protected by a metal box, they
Protected them from the gamma rays that created the Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Oh.
the Hulk has nothing to do with this. That's a
Oh.
lie.
that
Oh,
protected
no.
Martin
No.
Short
Okay.
and Kurt Russell for being from the Hulk. And I don't know. Just kidding.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so there's some fun like 80s stuff in there
Yeah.
where like there's a bit of a storyline about these two sisters, right? The main character, the girl, and she has some encounter with a fast zombie. This predates any zombie, whatever. These are like
Yeah.
fast thinking
Yeah,
zombies.
this isn't
my
like
God.
this isn't like Dawn of the Dead 28 Days Later. This is like 1984, and like the zombies are scary and fast, and they'll
and the
fucking
one
run
was
at
talking
you.
to her. He's like, "Come over here, come here."
Yeah.
and he's a zombie. Like he wants to eat her fast and hard.
Oh.
Whoa.
So like it wasn't like love.
No,
It wasn't lust either.
No, but
Oh,
that wasn't. No, he
okay,
didn't
so
turn
not
into a
cute.
zombie.
Not
He got
cute.
eaten
Not
by
cute.
the zombie.
Not a cute.
And then she rode off on a motorcycle. There was only like 4 cars in LA in the
Yeah.
whole movie. Like it's LA.
That's what
and
I mean,
everyone
because they
disappeared.
they totally pulled the 28 Days Later, man. They shot in L.A. right before rush hour, and they shot as much as they could, and right before the cars came.
Yeah.
So it's
or
like
like
desolate.
on some backlot somewhere where they could make it look like it was like LA, like paint a backdrop and make it look like LA. It was amazing how much it looked like a modern film.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch now and be like, oh my God, this came out in 1984, and all these movies kind of like took a little bit from it.
Yeah, completely
Just
took from
kinda,
it.
yeah.
It's like, Metallica or the Rolling Stones. Every rock band since then is stolen from them.
So we're saying the Night of the Comet is the Rolling Stones. That's
No,
what we're
I'm just
saying.
kidding. I'm
Like,
just
paved
kidding.
the way.
It's the Rolling Stones of films, 80s films.
So there's this whole storyline with these two sisters where the dad is a military guy down in South America and he's
Speaking
not
of
home.
boobs, the younger sister does take her shirt off, but she has a bra on.
Yeah, but you can see through the lace.
It was one of those awesome 80s white lace bras where you can kind of see through a little
Oh
bit.
my God, they were so itchy.
Sexy, though.
There's a little bit of Freddy in there. It's a
Yeah?
little Freddy.
Little Nightmare
Yeah,
on Elm Street.
Little Nightmare on Elm
I have
Street.
that written down. Little
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean,
Yeah,
if I had
because she
written
can't get out of her nightmare at one point.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like a dream.
No, it really happens.
Like for real. Like for real.
Yeah, for real. It happens.
Oh my God.
I know the
Like
comet
what?
killed everyone except for a few people that were in metal boxes.
Yeah, and they got to like test their blood or see who's
Wait,
the
I wanna
super-
go back.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Wait, so
You're never going to watch it.
the
We're giving away the
dad's-
secrets.
The dad's away with the Sandinistas, and the stepmom is partying with the block party outside and gonna hit it with the neighbor.
Hey.
And the younger daughter's like, blah, 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 my daddy's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
And so the stepmom slaps her so hard, she slaps her across the room.
Oh.
So, interesting fun fact about that. The slap wasn't right. So Catherine Mary Stewart, Weekend at Bernie's, and, Last Starfighter, I think she was the one that got hit, right? No, it wasn't.
It was
the
the
other
blonde.
one. So whoever it was, Sam said, "This isn't working. I need you to really slap me." So she didn't realize what it was going to be like because she said her reaction was not going to be the way it was. So when she gets slapped, it's a slap.
It looks like it.
That other
it looks
actress
like she
really
really
slaps her,
got
yeah.
slapped in the face.
Low key abuse.
Yeah, but there was low-key a lot of stuff that shouldn't have happened in the 80s. Yeah, like before Harvey Weinstein, there were
A lot of Harvey Weinstein.
so many other Harvey Weinsteins.
So many Danny Mastersons.
Yeah. Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. I'm just coming to get out of the house. My grandson, God bless him, he's just like, hey, why don't you get out and get some air? And I'm like, I love you and your video games, but he was right. I had to listen to him and just say, okay, I think, honestly, between you and me, I beat him at his games and I made them look silly. So I just had to get out and he's got to be with his friends.
Mildred. Oh, you're such a treat. It's so good to see you.
Hey, you too. Oh, it's just so nice. It's video stores are so obsolete and there's the streamings and there's all the things you can do with the YouTubes. But honestly, it's just nice to get out of the house and see people. And just talk. It's nice. And then you guys can recommend something for me and I can take it back and my grandson will probably roll his eyes. But whatever, it's fun,
Oh, well, that's really nice, actually, that you were even thinking about him. We were just explaining to our new friend here about a movie that we recommended.
What's that, dear?
It's called The Night of the Comet.
Comets. I love comets. Oh, did you know something? When I watched Halley's Comet for the first time, I was on a New York building, and I was having relations with this sailor who was in from out of town. It was beautiful because we were watching the comet. We took a break. We watched the comet, and we came back, and we went back and watched it. It was just it was a long night. It was beautiful.
Well, would you get to see the comet?
A little bit. I saw some tails and stuff, but I gotta tell you, back then I didn't care about comets. I cared about the sailors, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God, you're such a vibe.
Did you get glitter in your eye?
Whoa, I don't understand what that is. We didn't have glitter back then. I just don't feel like. Maybe at Studio 54, but I never got into that place. They wouldn't let me in. I don't know why.
That's a shame. I bet you would have been a lot of fun at Studio 64.
You think so? That's nice. I don't know. I'm just not like hip like all the kids today.
Oh, girl, you could do anything.
That's so sweet. You guys are so nice. This is nice. I like getting out of the house. 'Cause I just don't understand with all the stuff which you don't have to leave anymore. And it's like half the fun is hearing people's opinions about it. And if it's terrible, if it's wonderful.
Well, Mildred, we might have something you would like back in the back of the store, back behind those swinging doors.
Oh, what's back there, dear?
Our most interesting titles.
You know what? I trust you, doll. I will give it a shot. Okay, I'm going to go back and just check out the stuff in the saloon.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think the Night of the Comet might just be a little bit too scary for you.
That's okay, dear. I'm going to go.
So anyway, our new friend, what's your name, by the way? I mean, we've just been talking your ear off.
Courtney with a K.
Oh, nice to meet you, Courtney with a K. We're the Lurkers. We own the store.
Hi.
So we're trying to sell the movie to her. We're trying to get her to rent this movie. So what else do you have to add?
Well, let's see. We covered Teenage Mutant Comet Zombies. It's got a great soundtrack.
Yes, Jerry?
There may be a pre-Cyndi Lauper Girls Just Want to Have Fun recording.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa now.
Interesting. What do you mean by pre-Cyndi Lauper? Like she didn't record it first?
No, there's a guy that actually wrote it in the 70s.
Okay.
But this version is a cover. This isn't Cyndi Lauper's.
Oh, wow.
And it's from 1984.
Very cool.
I thought hers came out in 83.
It may have.
Okay.
Wait, a guy.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
a guy wrote about girls wanting to have fun.
His mom was getting on him to settle down. He's like, "Ma, girls just want to have fun." That's
Okay.
Yeah.
it's
a fun
female empowerment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
It's a great version.
Speaking of soundtracks, there was a scene in the film where the main characters got a record of Valley Girl, the Valley Girl soundtrack, And at the time they made this film, Valley Girl soundtrack was a hot commodity. It was a really tough soundtrack to get, apparently. So it was awesome that it was in the film. And when she was having her shopping montage, she picked it up. She's like, fuck yeah, Valley Girl.
That's funny. Yeah, the shopping montage is great. It's totally worth watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're shopping.
They are.
And there's guns.
There's a lot of guns.
Yeah. There's guns.
There's guns, there's lipstick, there's lace bras, there's neon signs.
It's the fucking 80s, man.
It's the fucking 80s. Like every 80s thing that you could think is in this movie.
And then every movie since then has stolen it. I want to tell you, I mean, action movies, horror movies, suspense, thrillers. It's in there. Bad scientists.
Creepy scientists. Weirdo underground organizations with mazes on their shirt.
Yeah. Their insignia is suspiciously looks a lot like the whole Raccoon City
Umbrella Corporation
one.
So we
Lost.
shouldn't trust them?
No.
We should not trust
No,
them.
suspicious scientific government organization.
And Jeffrey Lewis was a Scientologist.
I know, but we have to just overlook that right
Is
now.
that really into science?
He loves science and comets, apparently.
He played a scientist on this, so I mean, it was
It
really
was typecasting.
yeah,
He was being typecast.
kind of like Mayim Bialik in those Nariva commercials.
Who?
Oh my god, like the Jeopardy girl?
Yeah, Blossom. Yes, Jeopardy.
I
yes,
watch that,
Jeopardy.
like, every day.
Yeah, she's really a neuroscientist, like in real life.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
That's so cute for her.
I know, isn't it?
Girls can't be scientists.
Mayor?
Hey, what are you kids doing out there? Oh, my God. I just met this little old lady. She's so sweet.
I thought I heard you back there.
Woo! Yes, don't go in there for another 35 minutes. I had a lot of cheese the last few days. Sorry.
We're just talking about, 80s movies.
80s movies.
I know. You were alive to live that, I'm sure.
I was, kid. I was in Indonesia in the 80s. But that doesn't mean I didn't get some good movies, huh? Our ship had a lot of movies. I was a sailor. I don't know if I told you that. I was from port to port. We would watch all these knockoffs of 80s movies. And
Were you a captain?
I never made it to captain. I was a corporal, really.
Okay.
I didn't have the perseverance.
It's a good thing you're mayor now.
Now, I do what I can. The city's not going to steer itself,
It's true. Not like Teslas.
No. Oh, what? What's
Yeah.
a Tesla? Nikola Tesla?
No, those autopilot driving cars.
Oh my god, I want one.
I can't believe you don't have one, Courtney with a K. You definitely look like you would drive one.
I just feel like it's bad for the environment.
It is, actually, because what are you going to do with all of those batteries? Anyway.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back outside. I
Thanks.
gotta get a beer.
Thanks for the drink, Mayor.
You're welcome.
So, anyway, this movie actually has a pretty happy ending. I feel like 80s movies all kind of had happy. They either had like a horrible, tragic, sad ending if it was a Disney movie, or all the other like good soundtrack movies had happy endings.
Okay.
It's not right. I feel like so many of these end of the world like zombie movies they make today do not have happy endings. Right? It's all like ominous. The end is still nigh.
Yeah.
Where this one felt like there was a little hope at the end of it.
Right.
Okay.
It's like all the 80s music, too. There's so much 80s music. If you really listen to the lyrics, it's so happy and happy-pappy. But it's like, it's dark. Most of the lyrics are really dark and fucked up. But it's such a such a happy song.
Huh. That is kind of like this movie. Like, it is the end of the world, and there are zombies, but there's a fashion montage.
And there's neon signs, and it's Uzis, and it's fun. And video games.
Yeah, and Uzis.
Well, they specifically mentioned Uzis, so.
Oh, okay. And a Mercedes.
Oh.
And
Not
a
bad.
Cadillac. I literally think there are only 3 cars in the whole movie.
I'm going to throw out, what's that one? Zombieland. I'll throw out Zombieland. I feel like Zombieland could grab a little bit from this, too.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
With the montage.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that was done in so many movies in the 80s because it reminds me so much of what's that called? Mannequin.
Mannequin.
Did you see that movie?
Like
Mannequin?
from
The 80s?
No, if it's anything like Before. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Could be on YouTube.
It should have a Criterion edition.
It should.
I don't know. I
You've
don't
seen
think I've
Sex
watched
and
it.
the City, though, right?
Boom.
The
Is
movie?
that on Netflix?
HBO Max, maybe.
Yeah, I don't pay for that. Probably not. Is it on, like, if it's on HBO, maybe I can, like, get...
It should be on HBO.
It should be on HBO.
Okay.
It's an
Yeah.
HBO show.
It
Is it
is.
like people
Dressing
having
in clothes.
sex and so no
no sex.
Whoa, okay,
Whoa.
just
Well,
kidding.
Kim Cattrall's in it. And
So
she
maybe.
was a mannequin.
She was.
Oh, we're going back to the
Ah.
mannequin.
That lady's so old, her sex tape is on actual tape.
Like masking tape?
Whoa.
That's
Look at
some.
you.
Like film.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like film.
Yeah. I thought you meant like tape. I'm like, you're gonna go pick that up off the floor.
I feel like everyone does one,
Does one what?
like a sex tape.
Oh,
Like it's
right.
like not even.
No, it's not
like
even a
whatevs.
thing. No. Sex tape's the only way you can get ahead in this business anymore.
Yeah,
But again, 80s movies, everybody showed their hoo-ha and their boobies.
yeah, and look at where they are now.
I don't know where they are, but they were in movies in the 80s,
Yeah,
right? And so, I mean, have a sex tape, get your own show, and empire.
Hi, dear. Hi. I this one looks good for me. I think I'm gonna rent this one. It sounds. I like that Robert Redford. I don't know if he's in it, but the Ordinary Peepholes. It sounds great. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna go home and show it to my grandson. I think.
Okay, Mildred. You might want to watch it alone first.
Oh, just give it a test run.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
You do. So Ordinary Peepholes. There you are. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear. I'll
Oh,
see you tomorrow.
I will
okay?
see you tomorrow.
Okay, I'll give you a review.
Be kind, rewind. So, have we sold you on the idea of this movie? Have we sold you? I mean, like, this really is a good movie. It has a really happy ending. It has all sorts of things that you will love about it. It's uplifting. There's vintage cars.
Great music.
Great music, cool music, stuff that and that's the funny thing. It's just like everyone knows the '80s songs, but like there's a lot of music you haven't heard of, but it has that feel that you're watching something that's kind of cool and fun and new. At least it was new in the '80s. That's not like been done to death.
yeah. Honestly, like I'm so obsessed with you guys. Like you're such a vibe.
Aw.
I like feel like I'm like a little family here now.
Oh,
So like yeah, so it's like whatever you tell me to watch, like I feel like I'll watch it.
I
Awesome.
think this is great. I think that we are going to introduce you to a whole world of movies that you have never even thought you wanted to see.
Love that for me.
I do love that for you.
My journey.
I really encourage you. Oh, this is what else I was going to say about 80s movies.
Okay.
So I feel like everybody has short attention spans now, right?
For
Everything's
me?
getting shorter and shorter. But in the 80s, everything was only about an hour and a half long anyway. It's so short. Like, this movie moves so fast. As soon as you're starting to get bored of some, like, weird 80s scene that's happening, it's over, and you're moved on to the next one.
Okay.
It was only in the late 90s until about until now, right? Started...
Pulp Fiction.
Okay, late 90s. Yeah, mid to late 90s. They started making these movies feel like they had to be 2 hours or 2.5 hours. And these stupid Marvel movies that are like
1,000 years long.
Oh my God. You don't need to make them that long. If it's going to be that long, make it into a television series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So in the 80s, they made movies only an hour and a half long.
And speaking of Pulp Fiction, I know that Tarantino has recently said that he thinks the '80s are one of the worst decades for film. I know.
Rude.
Fuck him.
I
know.
know. I know exactly. But it explains his films because, like, until the '90s, they started like pulling back all the shit from the '70s that was so fucking dark. Like, the '70s were dark and the films were dark, and Tarantino loves the fucking '70s and he loves that dark shit. So, all these characters are dying at the end, and we're here talking about the last Comet where it's like happy ending, even though it's a zombie apocalypse.
Right, there's only like 5 people left, but they found a way to make it happy spappy. But it's only like this is 80s movies like that are great for short attention span theater.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel like Courtney with a K, you might like things.
I'll like get with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some new style, fixations and
Inspirations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a little Pinterest.
Oh yeah, mood board all day. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm like so excited now.
Yeah, I think that you will really like this.
I did like the fashion, actually. I thought that was pretty cool, the stuff that they were wearing, but I like 80s stuff, so.
Well, the one girl was in a cheerleading outfit for most of the movie, so that was not great.
Tarantino didn't miss that because of Death Proof. He put her right back in that cheerleader outfit.
He sure did.
I guess they're timeless.
Too bad that movie wasn't suck-proof.
No, that movie's great, Jerry the Janitor. Why don't you get back to sweeping?
It's Johnny.
Oh.
Get his name right. Jeez.
I'll just call you Janitor.
Can we do 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with this movie? Because I'm not sure we can.
With this
What?
With this movie?
Is that a challenge?
How about let's see if Jeffrey Lewis was in a movie with Juliette Lewis.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
And if it wasn't,
I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this right now.
I bet it's Weekend at Bernie's. I bet it's what's her name. Because
Oh.
he was in Weekend at Bernie's.
6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. We got Catherine Mary Stewart, Weekend at Bernie's, and then we got Andrew McCarthy, who was in the Brat Pack. So let's go, I don't know, what are we doing, Kevin Bacon? Shit.
Andrew McCarthy was in.
He was in St. Elmo's Fire, but he was also in,
Okay, so
St.
there you
Elmo's
go.
Fire.
Then who's in St. Elmo's Fire with Kevin Bacon? And something else.
Oh, my God, this is tough. Have you thought of this, Janitor?
No.
Jesus.
So it goes,
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
okay. And so Rob Lowe was in.
Or Hot Boys of the 80s.
Kevin Bacon. I'm going to go Footloose. I'm going to say Footloose. And let's go with...
Was it The Outsiders with all the stars?
It was The Outsiders with all the stars.
So
That's
Tom
Rob Lowe.
Cruise.
Tom
Cruise
Cruise?
was in there also.
Okay. Oh, this is tough. If you're at home doing this. Woo! Let's see. This is a tough one.
Stir of Echoes. Rob Lowe
See, that's
reveals eventually.
cheating.
No.
Yeah, you're cheating. You're totally
I'm not.
cheating
No,
right now.
I'm not. I'm.
Cheater.
Pumpkin Eater. Let's see. I'm going to go Kevin Bacon movies in the 80s. Other than Footloose. What the hell was that bastard in the 80s?
Quicksilver. with,
Oh, Quicksilver.
The dude from Matrix.
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Lawrence Fishburne.
Can you put him with anything with Ralph Macchio?
He was in Outsiders.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Yeah, Ralph
was
Macchio.
Ralph Macchio in
Yeah,
anything
he was
with Kevin
Pony
Bacon?
Boy.
I know, but was he in anything with
Kevin Bacon? Well, he
I
was...
mean, because I feel like one of those outsiders was
Well-
in a movie with Kevin Bacon.
Well, Tom Cruise was in You Can't Handle the Truth with Kevin Bacon because he was the other lawyer.
What movie is that?
Jesus Christ.
With Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
A few good men. A few good men.
So there we go. How many is that? Is that 5 or 6? Did we make it in 6?
So what's the whole string?
So the whole
Oh, wait,
strain
I
is
got
the
it.
lady?
I think I got it. So who would you say? Oh, sorry.
Weekend at Bernie's.
No, it was Chris Penn. Chris Penn was in Reservoir Dogs. Chris Penn is in Footloose. So who's from Reservoir Dogs that could be meeting up with somebody from this fucking movie?
No, that's why
I was
we were
going backwards.
I know. That's why we were going with Weekend at Bernie's. Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy.
Yeah, Andrew McCarthy was in what with Tom Cruise or Ralph Macchio or
This is tough.
It
This
is.
is a tough one. Hey, wait, I got it. What's that movie with Chris Penn and Sean Penn, and they were in prison? They were boys' prison.
Oh yeah, I didn't know Chris Penn was in that. The Kurgan from Highlander is the main.
Clancy
villain
Brown.
in that movie.
Clancy Brown. Wow, nice.
So have we made the
No, we're
connection?
still fucked up. We
trying
haven't
to figure
gotten
this
shit.
out. What about the guy who's in Star Trek? The
Captain
guy
Kirk?
No, the guy who played Hector in Night of the Comet.
Oh
went
yeah,
on to
he was
be
in Star Trek.
Yeah.
He was in Voyager, I think.
Okay, so is there any way we can make a Kevin Bacon connection to Voyager?
I don't know.
I'm trying real hard.
It's fucking tough. This is
And
tough.
We work at a video store. Yikes.
Well, this is a tough one.
These are TV shows. Plus, I'm rusty. It's been a while since I played this dumb game. I
been
really
a
want.
while.
I really want to know now because I feel like the connection has to be Weekend at Bernie's, or Last Starfighter.
Well, we've got Jonathan Silverman too. Oh, Last Starfighter's good. Lance Guest. Who else is in that guy? Oh man, not many people.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to keep it going. I don't know if we can do this one. Kevin Bacon. Kevin's Bacon. Have you seen him in Wild Things? You saw Kevin's Bacon in Wild Things.
So, Courtney with a K. Now that we've bored you to death with this and still don't know.
So entertained. I have absolutely no idea what you just all said. But
Oh,
okay.
really? You've never heard of the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
No.
It's where you can. The idea is that you can trace Kevin Bacon back to every movie by 6 actors. Within 6 actors, you can take Kevin Bacon. Has been with something with everyone.
Seems
basically
like the center of everything.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
that was
so fun.
Yeah, that was in the night. It was a '90s game, right? So a lot more's come out then.
So, like,
what about
after
Stir of
the 80s?
Echoes? Was there anybody in Stir of Echoes that want to lead us back there?
So I think you got what was so who was in no seriously I think I might have gotten something here. So who was in The Outsiders? We got Tom Cruise,
The Dirty Dancing guy.
the Dirty Dancing guy, Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
Oh, wait. I know who that is. Okay, I think I'm winning, right?
You are.
Okay.
Machio.
I'm coming up with blanks here. I can get the Penn brothers. I just can't get fucking.
You're
Kevin
obsessed
Bacon.
with the Penn brothers. Maybe
I
they're
know.
not the answer to this.
Maybe they're not.
Okay. Anyway, Courtney, here you go. I really hope you enjoy Night of the Comet. The Night of the Comet?
Yeah.
Literally, anything you give me, I'm just gonna be like down with it. So
Cool.
Thank you.
Any snacks go well with this movie?
I would recommend popcorn.
a little
Yeah.
poppy
I think,
corn.
yep, like movie theater popcorn. I
Classic.
feel like we'll
It
go
has
because she
old
starts
school.
out the movie
Amazing macros.
She starts out the movie working in a movie theater. She grabs a bag of
Oh
popcorn
my
to
God,
go.
it's so meta.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my God.
It
okay.
really is.
Okay.
So, thanks so much. Be
Thank
kind.
you.
Rewind.
Oh my God, you guys are so cute. Okay. Yep. Totally. I will be back like next week.
We'll see you later.
Hey, thank
Bye.
you.